Tell me a story.
Okay, right, so once upon a time, right, there was this spider, right?
Yeah.
Now, the spider's not that important, right? So the spider was living in a house, right?
Right.
And one day, spider's just doing its normal thing,
Yeah.
making a web, getting the flies ready for slaughter. And lo and behold, there comes one of those things. And
What thing?
one of those things.
What things?
What do you call it? Moth, and it flies straight in the web. And the spider's like, "Fuck yes, I'm going to get that moth, and I'm going to eat it up. I'm going to have a really good dinner tonight." So he wraps the moth up in the web, and he's going down to Chowtown, and he sticks his stinger inside it, and makes it nice and moist, and then decides to slowly eat it. Now, as it's eating it, it feels a great satisfaction. It's like, yes, at last I've done it. I've eaten the moth. Life complete. Nice one. And so he's really enjoying that moth. Now, he notices out the corner of his eye, he can see this dark shadow approaching him. Doesn't know what it is. Doesn't really care because he's eating the moth. So he continues to eat that moth, loving every second of it. And he gets to the point where he just gets a bit too fat on the moth. It's like, you know what? It's giving me a little bit of heartburn. I'm just going to leave it for a little bit. And he's like, oh yeah, you know what? I might go see my friend Derek. And Derek's his lovely friend, the slug. And so he's just like, yeah, I'll go see him. So he starts to scuttle away to go see Derek, but suddenly... the dark shadow was a Hoover, wasn't it? Story's not over yet. So it turned out that the spider was sucked up by the Hoover. Who was operating the Hoover? You might ask. Well, that's a funny question. Funny question, funny answer. You see, it was being operated by
Pressure's on.
by John, right?
But John.
I'm glad you asked that, pretty boy. John. Oh, I love John. John. Oh, it's just so funny to think about him. Yeah, John. He's the local. he's it's so funny. Oh, he's the local butcher, you see. Yeah, so he's local butcher. He makes all of the steaks and chickens and stuff. And but the one thing not many people know about John is obviously, yeah, he's a butcher, but cow meat, chicken meat, all that stuff, that's not the only type of meat he likes to cut up.
What other meat does he like?
Well, I'm going to get into that, something boy, you meant to be sleeping. Well, other than...
Get to the end.
I'm getting there. Cows, lambs, chickens, people. And so after he hoovered up that spider, he went down into his basement and finished off good old Mrs. Dory.
Mrs. who?
Mrs. Dory.
I don't remember her.
Yeah, she'd been missing for like 6 weeks. They were searching all over the place for her, but no one really misses an old lady after about 6 weeks. They just think she's gone.
What?
They just think she's gone on like a holiday, or she's kicked the bucket down the well. So
I've got a couple of questions. Right. One. Where was the spider for the butcher to suck him up in the Hoover?
it was in his house. I said that at the very beginning.
Where was in the house?
The butcher and the spider.
So the slug was outside.
The sun.
The slug.
The slug. No. The slug was on the window.
Why was the slug on the windowsill?
That's pretty obvious, isn't it? It's an abseiler. He loves it. Abseiler. He went from the roof down to the down to the window.
Why was the slug on the roof?
He's an abseiler. So I can say you're a prick, but that doesn't mean anything, does it? Does it? You can still be whatever you want to be. You could be an abseiler if you wanted.
I think this is escalating.
Right, good night, Sam.